done interviews that basically said that you pay all the bills?
What you want me to do, Vlad? False narratives. So once a false narrative goes out, unfortunately, everybody jacks it. I don't want you to think I don't hear you, but nah, not over here, man. We don't play them type of games.
Okay.
I carry myself in the, oh, let me just get to the point. Always been fly, right? Heavy jewels, right? Nice whips. Okay, moving on forward from that. Already bought my first house before I even got my first record deal.
Something about this entire situation feels deeper than ordinary internet drama, and people online can sense it too. What started as emotional posts and random live streams has now turned into one of the most talked about situations involving Claressa Shields, Papoose, and Remy Ma. But the reason this story keeps growing is because nothing feels clear anymore. Every time Claressa posts another emotional video or goes live from her car, people keep asking the same question. Who is she really talking to? At first, most viewers assumed the answer was obvious. They believed all of this frustration was aimed directly at Remy Ma. And that explanation seemed to make the most sense at the time. It fit the tone, the timing, and the public history surrounding everyone involved. But then something shifted online that completely changed how people were interpreting the situation. And suddenly the conversation became a lot more complicated than anyone expected.
Worry about people talking about, oh, the look, the endorsements, the sponsorships. I kept it very simple. I said, as long as I win, they're gonna keep talking. I beat this girl, I beat that girl, I get this title. You know, I tell this girl I'm gonna knock her out, and then we fight and I knock her out. Chirp. So I just told myself, just win.
Now when are you knocking Remy Ma out? Y'all know I had to bring that up, okay? Because the girls was tussling over the internet. I didn't know if she was gonna get knocked out. I was scared.
The internet is not a real place to be. Like what?
Oh my.
Remy never responded. No emotional interviews, no subliminal posts, and no public arguments. Instead, she remained calm, focused, and completely unbothered in her public appearances. That contrast immediately caught people's attention. While Claressa appeared emotional online, Remy looked polished, controlled, and centered on her future. She spoke about business, networking, and new opportunities, acting as if the situation did not even exist. Once people noticed that imbalance, the internet began interpreting everything differently. Suddenly, viewers stopped asking whether Claressa was talking about Remy and started questioning whether the real focus of the situation was actually Papoose instead. As the discussion grew, audiences began analyzing every detail of Claressa's posts more closely. Her tone, her body language, and even the timing of her videos became part of the conversation. Nothing was seen as random anymore. Every clip was replayed, slowed down, and dissected for hidden meaning. Some viewers believed they could detect subtle references, while others argued people were overthinking normal emotional expression. Still, the speculation only intensified because there was no direct confirmation from anyone involved. That silence from Remy, combined with Claressa's emotional online presence, created a gap that the internet quickly filled with theories. And once that happens, the narrative rarely stays in one place for long.
Serious, okay? He deserved every diss anybody gives to his ass. I mean that. He deserved every diss. Every diss that he deserved it. For real. Yeah. It's time to get in the booth, buddy. Everybody done dissed you. It's time to get in the booth. She got hit by all 5 guys and didn't even bring a burger.
Some people felt her energy looked less like confidence and more like frustration. Others believed it resembled someone trying to get the attention of a person who simply was not responding anymore. As speculation grew, attention slowly shifted toward Papoose himself. What made viewers even more curious was how quiet he became throughout the situation. Normally, he has been seen as protective and outspoken, especially when public discussions involve people close to him. This time, however, he stayed noticeably distant, avoiding any direct engagement with the ongoing rumors. The situation became even more intense after Claressa made comments involving both 50 Cent and Papoose. Online audiences began dissecting those remarks, with many believing they were intentional and carefully timed rather than random emotional outbursts. Every detail was analyzed, from wording to delivery, as people searched for hidden meaning behind what was being said. Then came the interview that completely shifted public perception. Papoose finally addressed the rumors surrounding his connection with Claressa. His response did not escalate the situation, but it also did not fully satisfy public curiosity. Instead, it added a new layer of ambiguity that kept the conversation alive. After that moment, the narrative changed again. What once seemed straightforward became a tangled mix of interpretation, silence, and speculation, leaving the internet divided over what was really happening behind the scenes.
But the fact that you mentioned my children, I'm not letting that ride. Since this whole situation happened, everybody know I never said nothing. The only time I said something was the last time when she tried to clout chase with the whole fake thing she probably put on Instagram before. But ever since this transpired, I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her. You know what I mean? Actions speak way louder than words. Initially, when it transpired, which was 2022, when she started dealing with the lane. But that wasn't the first time I caught her cheating. I've caught her cheating numerous times since she's been home. With the lane, the reason, but hold on, let's get to the point. We're gonna get to the lane later. You had the audacity to mention my child, and you had the audacity to mention me not seeing my daughter, when ever since I left, she has not allowed me to see my daughter. She's been straight miserable. I'm gonna say it again. All men out there who ever been through this type of situation, you know how it gets when you're dealing with a miserable individual. She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year. I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't adding up. You feel me? So, I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time, I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business, I come back in the crib, it's a big ass crib, and they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway, and then on the other side is the other room. So I come in the crib, as soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom, I see my daughter in our room by herself. I said, yo, what the heck? Where the hell she at? So I go up the other side.
He lying.
I'll tell you this, it's a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side. I go in the room. She in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo.
But what shocked viewers was not what he said. It was what he did not say. People expected a strong public defense or some clear, direct statement to shut the rumors down. But instead, many felt he created even more distance between himself and the situation. That silence left room for interpretation, and the internet quickly filled in the gaps. The moment that really fueled speculation came later when Claressa was directly asked if she was single. That clip immediately went viral because viewers felt her reaction sounded more defensive than confident. Some interpreted her response as emotional avoidance, while others believed she was simply caught off guard by a personal question in a public setting. From that point forward, every emotional live stream and every car video started being viewed through a completely different lens. What once looked like random venting or frustration began to be analyzed for hidden meaning and possible references to specific people involved in the ongoing rumors. Out of everything that has happened so far, Claressa's car videos have become one of the biggest talking points online. Each new upload is now dissected frame by frame, with viewers searching for context, tone shifts, and subtle clues that might reveal who she is really addressing and what is actually going on behind the scenes.
The circles that's being ran and wrapped around over there. Like, I would cry. I feel bad. I literally told him, every time your current come up says my name or does something that I feel is trying to attack me in any type of way, I'ma drag you. Whoever get you, they'll see. They'll see. I seen one of these. She was like, she said there was others. Who are they? I want to know. Do your own homework. No. Well, why she outed me? Well, why she outed me? Because you loud. And I know he cares about his personal image and what people think. I just don't understand why when every time somebody has something to promote, talk about that. Talk about whatever your endeavor is that you have coming up. It's so easy. It is so, the same publicist that y'all use to push stories out, that's the same publicist that before you walk into the room, you say, hey, anything about Ram, anything about this, I don't want to talk about that. Oh, if that was my friend, I would be like, girl, you just turned 30 years old. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. Well, why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of you, your percentage, because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out his ex house. Doesn't be there for his child that he begged for, but telling you he wants another one. All of our other kids, they're grown. They're the same age as your girl. You know?
In those clips, she passionately talked about women who appear to have perfect lives filled with beauty, success, wealth, and happiness. However, viewers could not clearly determine who she was referring to, and eventually the internet arrived at a surprising conclusion. Some people began to believe she was unintentionally describing herself. That theory spread quickly because many viewers felt the frustration in her voice sounded deeply personal. Instead of coming across as someone confidently calling another person out, it began to sound like someone processing disappointment in real time. The tone, body language, and emotional delivery all added to that interpretation, fueling even more debate across social media platforms. At the same time, every public appearance from Remy Ma continued to amplify the contrast. Remy remained calm, composed, and focused on her future, consistently presenting herself with control and emotional distance from the ongoing online chatter. Meanwhile, Claressa continued posting emotional reactions, which only made the difference between their public images seem more pronounced. People also started revisiting the history between Claressa and Remy. There was once mutual respect, support, and open communication between them, at least from what the public had seen over time. Because of that past dynamic, viewers found the current silence and distance even more noticeable, leading them to question how the relationship had shifted so dramatically behind the scenes.